Hey, what's up, Spirit fam? Welcome to Spirit Level, where we make spirituality easy and simple. I'm here with my good friend Jordan.
What's going on, my man?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Man, fantastic. Being with Source in the center feels always good.
So Jordan is actually a spiritual guide and entrepreneur, and today we're going to talk about how to draw in more happiness, joy, and love into your life through the process of the law of attraction. So we're going to go through the top 4 steps on how to create the law of attraction in your life right now. Let's go into the first step. Now, the first step is creating positivity by implementing positivity in your community. Now, if you want to draw positivity into your life, you have to first implement positivity towards other people. And the best way to do that is by just simply going about your day and giving out positive energy to people that you love and you care about, as well as people that you just met. So for example, I just watched this YouTube video on this happiness project where they basically told people that they were beautiful, and these were complete strangers that they just met. And just seeing the reaction of these people and how they reacted to being called beautiful just randomly out of the blue was really, really touching. Like, you saw people just cry, you saw people that got really emotional, you just could see how awkwardly happy they were. To live in a community where people are trying to always look so cool and so collected that they're afraid of giving anyone a compliment because that makes them look like they're vulnerable, or that they don't feel like being in that vulnerable state where to actually interact with people in person. I think we're so used to social media and creating our worth through social media, basically by just giving people likes and comments on their social media pages, but not actually giving those compliments in person. If you're able to give someone a compliment, in person, whether it's a family member or friend or just someone in your community, that can make a huge impact on both their life and yours, and creates that vibrational process where you raise your vibration and also draw in that powerful positive energy through the law of attraction.
No, I think that's pretty phenomenal, man. Again, you're talking on all the right points, honestly, and I agree with everything that you said. If you want happiness and you want positivity in your life, you gotta be in the motion of doing that for other people as well. And just to elaborate, I view everybody as a mirror or, expression of self. So if I am going to do something for me, I have to do it for another person as well. But not be like, oh, I'm doing this because I want something. But you're doing it because you genuinely want to see that other person smile and have some happiness in their life.
Let's go ahead and get to number 2.
So, number 2, understand that you're going to attract what you are. You're not going to attract a supermodel hottie while you are sitting in your room watching TV, haven't worked out in about 3 years, and have no idea what the world's going on anymore. Seriously, that's not how the law of attraction works. You attract what you are. If you are vibrating at a higher frequency or a higher level, understanding that you may see the world as open and abundant, you're allowing yourself to call in higher expectations, not only of yourself, but maybe just of the world itself, and you're allowing these things to process fully, you're going to attract better things. But if your thought process, if your viewpoints, if things that you're doing don't resonate with you and bring you to a higher level, you're not going to attract anything better. So before you set the intention, ask yourself, where am I at truly? So that way, when you get the thing that you're looking for, it's not going to be as a shock to you if whether or not you're like, okay, I'm looking for this, but then you get something completely out of the way. You will attract what you are. So if you find something that you're not finding attractive and it still continues to be a repeat thing, then you got to ask yourself, what am I doing? Check yourself before you wreck yourself, and get yourself on track to the things that you want better.
I think that's an important step. I think in terms of actually incorporating the law of attraction and drawing that happiness in, you have to first start with developing that happiness for yourself. Yeah. Start including positivity in your life. And I think in terms of people, it's like, if we don't feel worthy of love, if we don't feel worthy of that supermodel girlfriend or boyfriend, then we're not going to have a good relationship, because it's not a good starting point if you're in a relationship and you're creating this hierarchy between who's attractive and who's not. If we all create that body positivity within ourselves and appreciate our body sizes for exactly what they are, and always build upon just having good health, emotional health, spiritual health, and physical health, that's going to create that positive energy towards drawing more positive energy to you, incorporating more love in your life, higher finances, and more joy.
Yeah, rock on, brother man.
Let me get to number 3. So the best steps you can take is understanding how to just appreciate the small daily blessings in your life. I know this seems like a very simple step, but such an important step in terms of the law of attraction. If you're not able to appreciate the small things that just create happiness in your daily life, then you're not able to actually draw the powerful energy to create the bigger things in your life later on. So it's important to understand that, yes, I know that in our lives it seems like everything has to be so Instagram worthy, so social media worthy for anything to be worthwhile, but in actuality, just the simple things in life help keep that grounding, help keep that humbleness, help keep that appreciation for the greater things later on. For example, just being able to appreciate, just being able to breathe each day and to have the opportunity to gain wisdom and good health and good joy and love from other people is something that you should really appreciate or learn how to appreciate in your life. I personally, just love being in this circumstance right now, just being here with a good friend Jordan, learning his wisdom, enjoying his company, just appreciating that small daily blessing is something that really creates a lot of joy in my life. And if you're able to understand how to appreciate that simple joy, you're able to draw more powerful energy towards creating more and more opportunities for yourself later on.
No, and you're definitely spot on with that. I think if you can't appreciate things in your own life that make you happy, or that, your family, friends, breathing, the fact that you woke up this morning, that you should be grateful for all these things, because not everybody gets a chance to have these experiences. And so when you can really take the time to really resonate, really feel the gratitude for all the small things in your life, you will definitely be able to have better things. Like you said, I appreciate you having me on this, and I'm grateful for Alex taking the time to even set this up in the first place, of wanting to get this message out there. Because again, spirituality for some people can be complex, and they think that you have to be all this all-knowing, all-seeing, have to go through all these experiences, have to travel for China for like 4 months and be enlightened. Honestly, or you smoke a bunch of weed and you're enlightened that way. However that makes it work for you, you work.
It could help.
It could help. What I'm saying? Hey, we're way friendly. I'm not gonna denounce it, but you gotta be grateful for the small things. So I do appreciate you making the time to set this up for other people and allow people to see that there's more to this than just what they expect from old past stuff from their lives.
Oh, thank you so much for being on this vlog, and I appreciate your wisdom and your points of views. Heading into number 4.
Number 4. So number 4, and this is probably one of the most important things about the law of attraction. You want to be in a state, and if you're trying to figure out what it is that you want, you gotta ask yourself this: if I already had it in my life, how would this make me feel? That's a big question, because most people never ask, how would this make me feel if I already had it? They stay focused on, I want this, it's not here yet, therefore, I have to do all these things to get it. And they become wishing, and then they focus on the lack thereof. So you want to transition that thought process and kind of give yourself a different, reasoning for the question. So what would I feel like in my body if I had this? So let's go for a small example. Say you want a puppy, right? What type of feeling does the puppy bring you? Joy? Does this bring you elation? Does this bring you, satisfaction, accomplishment? Whatever the feeling is that you're trying to resonate with this feeling, think of it as it's already here, right? Think of it as like, you're already feeling that it's already here, present in your life. There's no lack, it's already manifested, or how it's attracted to you, if you want to believe that. And from there, what you're going to do is you're going to take whatever the sensation is, even if it starts on your elbow, your knee, shoulder, wherever it comes, if it doesn't fully hit your body, and resonate that and vibrate with that feeling into your whole body. So that way you're understanding what it would actually feel like to have this, and then let it go. Why? Because then, every single day as you vibrate to it and as you let it go, vibrate, let it go, vibrate, let it go, what's going to happen is that the universe is going to be working with you in conjunction. And since you're still in motion, keyword is emotion, like Alex said, and these things can then, from so far away, can start merging closer together for you, so you guys can actually see that it's actually happening, and then eventually it shows up to you. So as long as you guys are, consistently vibrating at that feeling and letting it go, not having an expectation of how it shows up, you guys are going to be well on your way to attracting what you want in your life.
And that's so important, is that creating that feeling with that desire, because you're not going to create ultimate drive unless you put yourself in a position where you actually envision and you feel yourself in the moment of creating that goal, of accomplishing that goal. So I think that's such a powerful point. Thank you so much, Jordan, for being a part of this vlog.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, that's it for our section on Law of Attraction. We're going to probably have some more extended conversations later on, but I really am glad that Jordan was able to come on the vlog for just this time, at least. And I really thank you guys for being part of this vlog and actually watching us and being a part part of this process with us. You guys are our spiritual family, and we really enjoy your company. So if you like the page, please like and subscribe. Also, if you can, please support me on Patreon. I'm trying to raise some money for my fiance, so who's coming from Vietnam. So I really love any support that I can get from you guys, if possible. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.
And keep the vibes well.